Alright, y'all. We finally finished this beast of a couch.
Feels so nice.
My goodness, it's huge, but it fits really well. We were worried it was going to cut off too much of the room, but as you can tell, you still have your walkway there, and it doesn't cut it off too bad. We also got this really cute coffee table with it. What y'all think?
We love it.
Okay, so y'all, oh, there is a mushroom, look at that. So, sorry, squirrel. So y'all got to see us move in our couch, move in the TV, do all kinds of work and trying to get this place ready. But we've done a lot of stuff already at this house, and we wanted to kind of go around the land part because y'all seen the house and show you some of the stuff that we've done and some of the things we're still planning on doing. The first is the front yard and the dogs. Okay, so this is the front part of our house. And you all knew that we had all of our dogs and we had this issue of what to do with them because Daisy stays with us. Xena, for the most part, unless something's up, Rusty 100% will not stay with us. He just takes off. That's just kind of how he is. A lot of you all had suggested the, what is it, invisible fence or whatever. And we were really debating on getting that. Well, I went back to Walmart and we had all of our cattle panels that we use for our garden. And I was like, you know what? I could throw those up real fast for a temporary fence for our dogs. So that's what we did. Cost us no money because we already had it. Threw this up on the front. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks good. The cattle panels are strong, so it doesn't like look all foldy and stuff. It's not the ideal front porch fence, I guess, but it definitely works for our needs. And they also had some of these green gates in the barn, so we just put that up on the steps so they can't get up on the deck and all that good stuff. And that just keeps them down here. And they're happy because they're not cooped up in a garage or basement. Isn't that right, puppos? Yup. Makes you happy, doesn't it?
That's how boys talk to dogs.
Don't you get in my pocket? So y'all seen a lot of this side. I just really quickly, you're gonna see a lot of this other side. Easy now. It's sad that we're leaving. Y'all are gonna see a lot of this side in the coming months for gardening and such. Would you get over here? You're just like hanging behind me. Nobody can see you. But I wanted to show you all what we're working with and just the loveliness of level land. So all over here is beautiful level land. That's the road right there. Side by side. Side by side's right around like crazy. I can't wait till we get ours down here tomorrow. But we have all of this. It's level, it's beautiful, and that is going to be a lot of gardening that's going to happen up on this side. So we have a few ideas, not ready to share those just yet, but we're going to pump a lot of food out of this area. All right, so let's head up this way towards the barn area and talk about some of the things that we want to do. One thing that I can tell you all as we're walking up, so right here, you see right here this tall grass area and tall grass area here, that's a drain that runs through. So when it's really wet, you kind of almost like it's not a creek, what would you call it? Like a drain, I don't know. It's a ditch. Yeah, it's a ditch. That's exactly what it is, a ditch. So that's why it's all so overgrown over here. I'm actually gonna let the goats take care of that. But one thing that we would like to do is like make this the petting zoo area. So everything from this tall area up to the barn and all around. Our biggest thing that we're deciding on is permanent fencing or no. Sometimes if you start doing too much permanent fencing in an area, that makes it feel tight like we did at our old place. That's the last thing that we want to do. Because we know we're going to do permanent all the way around the property just to keep things in and out. But it would be really cool if we could make this like what you all see at your pumpkin patches and such and truly make this like a petting zoo area. So we'll see, but that's an initial idea that we have.
Real petting.
What I want to do, since it is a drain and it does keep moist and it grows really, really well, I want to make it like a pollinator zone.
A pollinator zone?
Like
Okay.
You see those habitat pollinator zones?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So
Plant a bunch of wildflowers and stuff?
Yeah, plant some wildflowers, plant some, I don't know, maybe some herbs and stuff like that. Just get some seeds and toss them around. And
it's a really good idea.
instead of getting bees, because I don't want bees.
You know, since it stays so moist too, we could also plant like elderberry bushes there and stuff like that and really like try to turn it into something that grows food, things that really like water.
That'd be cool.
There's the train. Check it, check it, check it. All right, so y'all gonna have to try to hear us over the train for a minute. So one thing that we have to figure out quickly is where is our orchard gonna be?
Right.
So we can this spring get our fruit trees, fruit bushes, stuff like that in the ground. Because as you all know, best time to plant fruit trees was 10 years ago. The next best time is right now.
I think
over there, maybe in the back or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Or up there.
Yeah, because see, here's the old barn. And so we have two options with this old barn. This winter, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut all these trees out and actually like free up the space. Like let's clear it out, let's see what we're working with. But one thing that we know is it's not stable. And we know that a tree has gone through there and has busted up the roof. So two options. First option, find somebody, help us redo it, because it is a huge barn. We're one man, one woman. It would require a lot of equipment that we don't have, we'd have to rent, and a lot of money to redo this barn. But it is a beautiful, classic old barn that in our hearts we want to restore, because all the life that has been in that barn, we don't want to just get rid of it. But option number two is barn wood is worth a lot of money.
Yes.
So if we could have someone that maybe would want to pay to keep the wood, take it down, that might give us enough money to have a good down payment on a new barn or something like it to put in its place. Because
we can also use some of it to build coops or.
Yes.
You know.
I would love to restore it, but we have to weigh our options here on, is it, obviously it's not in so bad a shape that it's not worth coming back from, but that is our two options that we have to weigh. We're definitely not going to rush the decision, and we're going to talk to a bunch of people about it. We just got to start finding and asking around, but that's really it. It's either sell it, make the money off the wood, rebuild, or redo it ourselves in some form of fashion. Sorry, I almost knocked your water off. See, spread out. Look at them run. What y'all doing way over there? Come on, we're going to the barn. Let's see the animals. You're gonna get ate alive in that grass. And there is randomly up in here in these weeds, which we didn't even see until inspection, another little shed of some form, but I don't even know what it looks like because it's so infested. So I'm gonna wait till winter when everything dies and even see what that is. All right, to the barn. I've already fed them, but they act like I haven't.
Is it all?
Yep.
Oh my god. Is the fence on?
No, see, come here.
Nothing.
You gonna pick me up?
You gonna pick you up? Yeah, I'll pick you up too.
Why are we not using the gate?
Because it's over there in the corner. Watch out, Anna. Anna, move.
Oh, no. Okay.
Wow, every bone in my leg.
Get the foot over. I gotta fix that gate. And then back to Charlotte's Web, our petting zoo. What's
It's
up,
your
Mom?
baby. How can I pet you?
Oh, nope.
No.
You said no thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, so talking about the pigs, one thing that we're gonna do this week, we actually may have mentioned this, or it might have been on the live. We are going to get rid of the pigs. So we are realizing that there's a lot of projects here and we have a lot of animals, and we need to really like be, huh?
We're getting rid of the pigs.
We're selling the babies.
Selling the
That was
babies.
the plan all.
Yeah. Well, it's losing right now. Apparently, this is the first you heard of it. But we're gonna sell all 6, and then Mama, I'll tell y'all in a minute what we're doing. Y'all know what we're gonna do. She's been a great mama, but you know she is full size. She can be harvested. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We've gotten rid of Boots the boar already, which was awesome to go ahead and move him. And then our piglets. So this week I'm gonna separate her. We're gonna sex them all. And if anyone's interested, please do let us know. We are going to sell them all, and we'll give some prices out. If you're interested, just send us an email. But we are going to sell all the piglets. So we're going to get rid of pigs for a little bit until we can get a little bit more established here. And all piglets are already eating feed and drinking their own water and starting to, yeah, they are starting to wean themselves as it is. But we do have a couple more weeks. We have not castrated any of the males yet. So we'll probably sell them non-castrated, but it's still within a window to where you can do so. But yeah, if you're interested, let us know. And we got the minerals set up for the goats, which they had been missing for a few days because we didn't have it set up in here, but we got that set up for them. We've got them some hanging feeders put up, and they have cleaned them bad boys clean. Lordy day, look at that. So here is like one big stall, but it has like 2 doors. So I think what we're gonna do is actually split it in half and make it 2 stalls, and it can be birthing stalls.
And we need to get nesting boxes ASAP.
Yes, we do. We need to get nesting boxes of this thing because it's like a wild witch hunt to try to find the daggone eggs.
Easter egg hunt.
Hey, quit eating the camera, Elsa. Quit eating the camera.
Maybe some minerals. I think that's what I'm smelling.
No. Yeah, the hanging feeders are pretty great. And then, you know, we have this whole up area that like is a whole new world of whatever we want to do with. So Probably hay, but we'll see. I mean, all kinds of possibilities for upstairs. You giving some Butters loving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. So all of them should be pregnant. We have not seen any of them go back and heat. And when I say all of them, I mean Butters, Elsa, and Anna. So Elsa's licking your butt and Anna's licking her own butt. Yeah, so they should all be pregnant. So we're looking at like, what do we say, like February?
I never I forget.
Was it September? I have it written down.
Yeah, it was September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, February. So around February, we should be expecting some little bitty baby Nubians from her, Nupines from her, and Nupines from her. She does. Why do you not hang out with the crew?
Okay.
Huh? Why you not hang out with the crew, you pretty little girl? Look at you.
I never got it.
You better be careful. That was a red one. Yeah, so Dolly has actually done really well with the chickens, and they like to hang out back here and all the weeds and such.
In the trees.
Yeah.
Get up in the trees.
Yeah. Livestock guardian dogs aren't always the best to have in with chickens.
We didn't even think about it until we got the chickens here and we were like, oh wow, we hope Dolly does okay. She's never been around birds.
Yeah, but Dolly and livestock guardian dog, I guess, ways is a little bit more chill when it comes to other animals. She's a little bit more relaxed. So we didn't have a whole lot of fear, but in the mornings when we feed her, she does get really playful.
She gets hyper.
She does. She starts running circles. Yeah. She's just excited. She hears us talking about her. And then after the morning, she like really chills out. And then it's nighttime, and that's when she does her job, and that's when all the chickens are up for a roost, so she doesn't bother them. Well, yesterday, we saw T-Bird come busting out of the barn, like just running out, and he hid down there behind the hay bale. And we're like,
why is he weird?
Why is he like standing there hiding?
Yeah.
Well, then here comes Dolly. Dolly was like sniffing him out, and then he saw Dolly and he took out of the fence, busted through, went into the woods. I tried to get him. I was like, and he was intentionally running away from the barn. He was not coming back. I was like, well, that's really a bummer. There goes T-Bird, our T-Bird rooster.
Yeah.
Well, later that night, he ended up coming back in, which was really nice to see. But this morning, we saw Dolly with a chicken in her mouth. And she was just running out with it. I hollered at her, and she dropped the chicken.
Chicken's fine.
Chicken's fine. It ran away. She didn't have it long. But, you know, that's just something that you got to watch out for. Over time, hopefully she'll start getting a little bit more and more comfortable.
She's not trying to hurt them whatsoever.
No.
She's just playing.
And the thing is, most livestock guardian dogs don't. They're not trying to hurt. They're just trying to play because it's a little chicken. Obviously, it's fun. But I think we're okay. We're going to keep monitoring, and then we'll adjust if need be.
Yeah.
It's just awesome seeing our house way down there, the garage, the beautiful foliage of the fall, chickens, goats.
We also have that rooster too, and him and T-Bird are getting along.
Yeah, they are getting along, and he's a beast. He's a beautiful beast. And then all in the barn. Yeah, you heard us talking about you.
Oh.
There's T-Bird. That big guy.
Eggs. Alright, we figured since we're out here, we're just gonna go ahead and check some and see how many boys and girls we got. Squeals, big squeals. Little girl?
Little girl, black and white spots.
Cool.
Boy! It's okay.
She said it's really not okay.
It's okay.
She's like, it's really not okay.
Goodness.
It's okay.
Most of the friendly pigs in the world.
Right. Okay, look back real quick at the clips.
Girl.
Girl! Crazy!
Is that the last one?
Okay, so we were able to successfully sex all the pigs, so that worked out well. Glad we just did it, got it done while we were there. aren't you?
Yeah, the kids said, can we play out here? I'm like, we've been playing out here for 2 hours.
Right? Yes, you
What do you call
can.
this?
Stay out here all night. When the sun sets, you're allowed to come back in. Remember that back in the day? You know, your mama would say, get outside, don't. But when the street light came on, you better get your butt back inside. Same thing. When mama rings the cowbell, get your butt inside. But anyways, we got the pigs sexed, so I don't remember why we were doing it, how many of which there were, but they squealed when we did it, so I won't make you torture that. We'll mute it, and I'll throw up boy, girl.
There you go.
So then you all know. So we'll do first come, first serve. For anybody that wants them, we will reserve. Just shoot us a email.
Probably do a deposit.
Yeah, there'll be a deposit, small, and they're not going to be crazy expensive because we do just want to move them. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you the specific price in the email. But if you are interested, let me know. They are Cooney. Mommy is a full Cooney breed. Daddy was a mix of American Guinea Hog and Cooney. So they're 75% Cooney, 25% American Guinea Hog. So if you are interested, shoot us an email. Okay, well there's a little glimpse of our little slice of heaven and some of the work that we've already done. So one thing we didn't mention is you got to see us in the garage. I'm starting to unbox all the garage stuff and starting to get it set up. The thing is, it's all concrete blocks, so I got to go get some concrete screws so I can start actually hanging stuff. But we got big plans for that. I'm excited.
Cool space.
It is. I want to get, some woodworking tools, some wood lathe, planer, different stuff like that, because it's something that I'm passionate about. I've just never had a space to do it. I've built some woodwork stuff, but it's like either was in Gary's garage or just out in our backyard with an extension cord, so it was a little bit more difficult. But even though it might not be the most beautiful space, it is a functional garage with electric, so I'm excited of the stuff that we can do in there. Yeah. But other than that, you got to see, we've already got the dogs squared away. They're no longer like sheltered in basements and garages. They actually have a space they can get out. I was actually thinking, like our form of a white picket fence in the front. Yeah. Instead of, because if it was like in a white picket fence, they'd just jump it. Yeah. But maybe doing like a horse fencing, you know how they do it with all the wood, but have it white. Yeah. That would kind of be pretty for the house and stuff. But something like that, there's just so many options that we have. We do know some of our top priorities. That's, making the barn like truly stalled, gates, stuff like that, because we do have baby goat birthing time coming up in the fairly near future. So we need to get that ready. We need to get rid of the pigs. We've got to start thinking about garden because this winter we really want to at least get something ready for the springtime. Yeah. That's like the top projects, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, goodness. I gotta get a lot more.
Yeah.
The grass, it definitely needs one more mow before we hit winter. I hate when my feet are wet and it's tall grass laying over. But I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for the next one because I have a funny story. Well, it's really not funny. Like, I'm really upset about what I did to my truck. But I'll save that for the next video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I destroyed my truck for the most part. And it was just like, why did I do that? But it was just it just happened, so. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to down below. We've got all kinds of chaos and projects that are going to be coming.
That's right. We love y'all.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.